Hey, it's John and Mike, brew-news.com. Are you ready? This is pick number 12. Really? Yes, pick number 12 from the old Jar of Destiny. I can't believe
3 years of this stuff?
I don't know about that. That can't be right. That can't be right. Well, last time it was pick 11, so this is pick 12. If you're new to this program, this is the deal. We have taken the 2015 BJCP Guidelines of beer styles, and each one of those styles are represented on the wooden, we'll call them wooden nickels. They're just like round circles, and each style is written on each of them. And we put our hand into the Jar of Destiny, as we're calling it, and we pick one out. It's styles by random, and then we are given ourselves the challenge of brewing a style that we may not be that familiar with, to then, come up with a great recipe and figure out techniques and read what the style guidelines are and try to make a beer that fits all of those, if not put in a little bit of our own flavor, but do the best we can.
Yep.
It's challenging ourselves as homebrewers because, he could brew an oatmeal stout every single day, and I could brew a Vienna lager every single day,
Right.
and we could be super happy, but what's the point of that? How about break out of your comfort zone and, try something new?
Yep.
So, the jar of...
And then speaking of comfort zones, if you pull your comfort zone, we
throw it back
in.
in.
The pool. Yeah.
We throw it back in. We do have our own veto power.
Yes.
But I don't know. I think we might have done that a couple of times.
Maybe.
Yeah, but
only because we've done something very similar before.
that's true. The funny thing is, we've done a lot of these, and it seems like there's still a ton of styles still in the jar. Yep. All right, here we go. Totally random.
Yeah.
Do not know what the heck I'm picking out.
Yeah.
This is live on camera. Here we go. All right. Oh boy. Okay, here we go. This is a good one. This is from the smoked beer category.
Great.
32A classic style smoked beer. Okay.
Great. That's what it's called. I don't know why, but that's what. Send an email to Gordon Strong if you've got a problem.
I don't have any problems with that. I'm just reading what the nickel tells me. So 32A classic style smoked beer. I'll have to look at the guidelines and see what that actually includes.
Yep.
And or excludes.
Yep.
But that should be fun. I haven't brewed a smoked beer in a
been a
long time.
What's your take on smoked beer in general?
It's novelty. It's kind of, I don't know. It's just, I'm going to probably brew a large, I need to figure out how much I'm going to brew.
Yeah.
It's good for a pint or two.
Yeah.
And then the rest is probably going down the drain.
Yeah, right.
You know?
I mean, yeah, exactly.
Unless we have a tremendous winter solstice party, and then that
Right.
is a showcase.
Yeah, and the druids show up, and we need
a communal, brew for,
right.
different
Yeah.
people mixing and stuff like that.
Yeah. Should society collapse before the tasting, and we need
the
we'll
trolls,
have
the
it.
druids,
Yeah.
the elves,
the
they're
ants,
all coming.
they all come.
They're all coming.
Yeah.
So that's, all right, I'll prepare for that. I'll make a larger batch.
Make a big batch just in case.
Just in case we have a large multicultural party around the winter solstice.
And if you love smoked beer, we mean no offense.
We absolutely. If you drink that every single day, go for it.
I would if you love smoked beer, there's a podcast called This Week in Rauch Beer. Yeah. They only had one episode, but that's no. I'm just kidding. But there is a podcast where they have multiple. This Week in Rauch Beer, yet again. But anyway, it's a real thing. It's wonderfully produced. If you love Rauch beer, go for it.
Love it. Okay.
All right.
So as we do, we do ask for your input. So throw them in the comments if you have thoughts on what to do. I know that I've used cherry wood smoked malts in the past. I know that there's some other traditional smoked malts, but anyway,
Yeah.
that's all I'll say about that. I got to learn more about the style, and that's what the jar
Classic.
gives me.
Yeah.
Continue.
Okay. I pulled mine while you
Yes,
were
I know.
doing the thing.
Pontificating.
This one is a couple further steps down the path.
Oh my.
Of the last one I did.
Okay.
So Belgian Pale Ale was 24B.
24B.
This is 26A.
All right.
which is Trappist ale,
Oh.
specifically Trappist single.
Okay.
So what I know about Trappist single essentially is think about like West Veteran 12, the holy grail of all Belgian beer seekers. So Trappist single is sort of like the monastery beer, the beer that doesn't get released, the beer that they would make and consume themselves as monks, right? So this, remember, I think at the last video I was like, are there any Belgian beers that are under a certain percent? I think this is it. I think this is the one. I don't remember, but that's the beauty of doing this. That's why we talk about it during the pick, because we could be totally wrong here. But I'm pretty sure Trappist single is, as far as Belgian beers go, lower alcohol version, which means it's like 7.5%. But yeah, that's all I really know about Trappist single.
Yeah, that's funny. That makes sense. I mean, they're probably drinking it as they're brewing the stronger beers for sale or whatever.
I think like West Veteran makes like, so this, it's Westy 12, but they have like an 8. I think they used to do a 10, but there's a 6, and that's the single. So it's a really lower strength table beer, if you will.
Yeah. So before we started the cameras, Mike was trying to jinx us and saying like, "Oh, we're going to pull out a World Whopper."
I know.
Yeah. Closer.
Yeah.
Closer.
I'm surprised that we don't pull more IPAs because
so many.
There's so many in there. What's going to happen is we're going to keep getting these picks. Then one day it's going to be, oh, I got brown IPA. What'd you get? Oh, I got a red IPA. Right? I'm like, thank you.
But do we veto both of those?
I
like,
don't.
Yeah, we just throw those like to the side. Oh, like, we're not brewing that.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Yes, when we get there. All right, so the picks are in. I have 32A. You've got 26.
Both of these are going to require some research.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like real research.
Yeah, and that's why we give ourselves a few months to figure it out, and then do research, buy the right ingredients, source them if we need to, and then also some ramp up to brew them properly. You get to have time. Planning. Project management to make sure these beers come out the way we want to as best as we can. I think that's the other side of the challenge is, you're given a style, you're not familiar with it, but you want to figure out how to do it the best way you can based on the experience you've had on brewing other styles to the guidelines. And so, you kind of like go back to your database of information in your head and you say, okay, well, if the color is X, then what do I need in terms of a grain bill to hit that color? Oh, I know what I got to do. And then if it's a certain hop aroma that needs to be there, what do I need to do to build a recipe to get that hop aroma into the finished beer? It's fun. It is a good challenge, and I think that testing yourself, especially if you've been doing this for a while, like we have, to get back to
do something different.
Do something different, but also use your experience of the things that you know very well into something that is not known all that well. So, all right, stay tuned. In December, we're going to have a tremendous winter solstice party with all kinds of people. We're going to have a Trappist single to start off. Chaser, or we're going to start off.
The question will be, who can get more phenolics into their beer, me or you?
I don't know. I think you'll be winning that one. We'll see. All right. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Please give us a thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. It does help all the stuff to keep us going. So please do that. For John and Mike, brew-dudes.com. If I had a beer, I'd put it up, but I'm just have this chip. I'll say, brew on.
Cheers.